Good afternoon, everyone. My name is SulyZ, and I will be presenting an overview of our organization, Unity Healthcare's financial position and objectives as outlined in our 2017 annual report. Let's just begin by exploring how these factors contribute to our overall financial health and success as an organization. Next slide, please. As we gather today, I'd also like to extend my appreciation for your dedication and the efforts that have driven our organization forward. Today's objectives provide an overview of our financial performance based on insights from our latest annual report. As you can see here, we will be covering our financial status as a company, components of healthcare finance system, short run and long run cost of production, and also supply curve and factors that influenced. And lastly, we will be going over financial plans supporting the viability of our organization. Next slide, please. So where does Unity Healthcare stand as of today? Unity Healthcare remains financially robust with a balanced asset and liability structure. As we can see here with our financial statement summary, our total revenue surpasses the total expenses, yielding a positive change in net assets. This also reflects effective management and strategic financial planning, ensuring that we not only sustain our operations but also pave the way for future growth and development. This solid financial foundation has allowed us to confidently move forward, focusing on our key objectives and investing in the areas that will drive our mission forward. Next slide, please. As we can see here, this is just a brief revenue and expense breakdown. Our organization is generating significant income from grants and contracts with patient service revenue reaching around the 48 million mark. Contributions and donations contributed as well around the 1 million, as well as other income sources included 8.4 million. Salaries and benefits, professional fees, occupancy costs, equipment and supply costs, and other operating expenditures also accounted for the greatest portion of our expenditure. The resources allocated to employee remuneration and operating expenses also demonstrate our organization's dedication to both our people and its operations. This has allowed for financial transparency, reflecting our dedication to maintaining a high standard of patient care and service delivery. Next slide, please. As we can see here, this is just a brief, just some highlights of our balance sheet, which just demonstrate how a well-balanced financial position with total assets equaling total liabilities and net assets. The sizable cash reserve and accounts receivable ensure efficient short-term obligation fulfillment and liquidity. As evidence of our dedication to preserving and growing our infrastructure, we have made large investments in production and real estate. This position of our net assets also shows that our financial flexibility and stability, which enables us to take advantage of strategic opportunities and projects. This clear and balanced financial standing has enabled us to support our operational needs while positioning us for more future growth and further success. Next slide, please. Unity Healthcare's 2017 annual report. Here we can see just a full overview of how different our finance sources interact to support our operations. Revenue composition, it showcases how Unity Healthcare generates its income, emphasizing the significant role of patient services, grants, contracts in funding operations. Also, our financial priorities, as we can see here in our chart. The chart also just helps us to identify those key areas of financial focus and potential areas we can optimize those costs or revenue enhancements. These funding sources work together to create a sustainable financial model. As we can see here, we derive from different funding sources from insurance, private and public, also patient payments, government funding, and even donations. This has allowed our organization to continue to provide comprehensive health services to the community regardless of the patient's ability to pay. Next slide, please. As we can see here, this is just a brief overview, high-level overview of our short-run cost of production. These include various expenses that are incurred in the provision of health services with our fixed cost and variable cost. As we can see here, these costs are essential for Unity Healthcare to maintain its operations and provide services to the community. Fixed costs consist of the fixed costs are the costs that do not change with the level of output. They are incurred even if the firm produces nothing. As you can see here, it is derived from our salaries and benefits and our occupancy cost. Our variable costs are just expenses that arise or fall in direct proportion to output levels, rising as production rises and falling as production falls. This can be attributed to our professional fees, supplies and equipment, and other operating costs. Next slide, please. And for our long-run cost of production, a collection of long-term conditions such as the cost of all inputs, quality, and patient case mix determine the location of the long-run average cost curve. This can include numerous factors, including market conditions, technological breakthroughs, and economies of scale, which affect these costs. This can be attributed to our capital expenditures, research and innovation, staff development and training as well, also IT, information technology, and just investing in our maintenance, strategic partnerships, and marketing and outreach programs for our community. When every production factor is variable, a company can modify all inputs over time, which results in long-term cost. By understanding these various components that influence our long-term cost, it will be crucial for us as a business to remain competitive, adapt to changing market conditions, and ensure profitability in the long run. If we have this clear understanding here at Unity Healthcare, we can continue to make informed decisions that will ultimately contribute to our overall success and sustainability in this industry. Next slide, please. And as we can see here, this is just a brief supply curve analysis. Unity Healthcare relies on a mix of government funding, grants, patient payments, and donations to sustain its services. These factors can include advocacy and policy, community needs, partnerships and collaborations, technology and innovation, and staff and training. The law of supply, which asserts that quantity supplied improves with object price, and that price and quantity supplied are positively correlated, is the foundation of the supply curve. Price and the quantity demand are also inversely related, meaning that when the price rises, the quantity falls. This makes the law of supply and the law of demand intertwined. As we can see here, it shows that the relationship between the price of a good or service and the quantity supplied with our supply curve. In this constant context, different levels of funding are representative with the prices, and quantity of services, our visits or patient visits, are provided by Unity Healthcare. If a supply curve typically slopes upward, it's indicating that as funding increases, the quantity of services provided also increases. If the curve shifts to the right, it means an increase in supply due to factors like additional funding, improved efficiency, or technological advancement. If the curve also shifts to the left, it indicates a decrease in supply, possibly due to higher operational costs or reduced funding. Any of these changes in our sources can significantly impact our ability to provide care. These factors collectively influence Unity Healthcare's ability to fulfill its mission of providing comprehensive healthcare services to the community, regardless of our patients' ability to pay. Next slide, please. In this slide, we are covering our financial plan for viability short term. We will be focusing on strategies that improve Unity Healthcare's financial stability, enhance patient care, and ensure our short-term viability. We'll be implementing cost-cutting measures and also revenue enhancement strategies and operational improvements. Unity Healthcare's transformation can be encouraged by the application of the clinician behavior change model, which was created by and embedded by the healthcare in the Healthcare and Transformation Institute at the University of Pennsylvania. According to this model, it emphasizes establishing specific objectives, comprehending our present practices, and selecting efficient techniques, carrying out and assessing our plan, and also utilizing powerful conditions to promote that change. This methodology can help our Unity Healthcare enhance patient outcomes and just encourage our physicians and our staff and workforce with that behavior change. We can begin to successfully address issues and execute those changes within the organization by adhering to these procedures described in the clinician behavior change model. This will be encompass those cost-cutting measures with implementing automation, adjusting staff schedules so we can meet our patient demand, and also drawing more clients, increase income. Our goal is to ensure that accurate and timely billing will maximize our reimbursement for insurance companies and government programs. And we will also begin to implement telehealth and remote monitoring technologies, which will also further enhance our accessibility and decrease the need for in-person visits. Next slide, please. In this slide, as we can see, we cover our financial plan for viability long term. We will be investing in technology in our infrastructure. This means health information system, facility upgrades, and telehealth services. Also strategic partnerships and alliances for Unity Healthcare and long-term sustainability initiatives. We want to diversify our funding sources as well as maintain that financial sustainability. Quality improvement and patient safety can have a significant impact on the production of healthcare services. These strategies that Unity Healthcare will implement not only benefit the organization in the long run, but also contribute to our overall community well-being. Rural hospitals in the U.S. have undergone significant changes over the past decade due to advancements in medical technology, healthcare policy changes, demographic shifts, and revenue opportunities. These changes have also led to a shift in the way rural clinics operate, with independent hospitals facing challenges in maintaining financial stability and offering a wide range of services to their communities. Healthcare facilities have begun to also merge with larger health systems, impacting profitability and services, while system-affiliated hospitals have higher operating margins but reduce specific services. As a result, rural clinics are increasingly becoming part of larger health systems to remain financially viable and continue providing essential healthcare services to their communities. This trend has also led to an increase in telemedicine services, allowing rural patients to access specialized care without having to travel long distances. By prioritizing our patient safety, quality improvement, Unity Healthcare can begin to establish itself as a trusted healthcare provider and ensure that sustainable growth. Next slide, please. In this slide, we see our references, our sources. These will offer more details on the subjects that we covered here today, and I will also be emailing this presentation deck to everyone. So please feel free to contact me directly if you have any questions, concerns, or just in general questions about Unity Healthcare. Everyone, please have a wonderful day, and I'm looking forward to our next meeting. Thank you all for your attention and participation in today's discussion. Have a great day.